I love the word Maydan, and I named my restaurant in DC Maydan because in Arabic it means like a square or a gathering place. I learned the word in Ukraine though, so it's actually used in many languages. I wanted to create a space for people to come to celebrate, to mourn sometimes, to rebel sometimes. And then here in LA, I wanted to bring the same spirit, but into this larger market setting. We have Maydan, which is my full-service Middle Eastern fire-based restaurant. We have Yin Yang, which is grilled meats, Thai food. Two Mexican cuisines are lugia and melena, and they're regionally very different. So this is a fun way to show people that like one country can produce very different foods. So one is from Oaxaca, the other from the Costa Chica. And it's really about creating a community and like a little village. I'm newer to LA, I've only lived here 8 years. So the way I build communities is to create spaces where people come together. That's how I've met some of my best friends. I was my husband's waitress, that's how we met. And so this space is incredibly special because it's lived in my head for 10 years. This is Georgian hachapuri. Hachapuri is the national dish of the Republic of Georgia, not the state. This dish in particular was like a comfort food while I was living there. What you're seeing is a mix of 3 cheeses, ricotta, feta, and mozzarella, and a raw egg that will cook when I stir it, a pat of butter, and this is Lebanese za'atar. So what I do is I just mix and I mix and I mix. We let it sit for 2 minutes, and after it sits, we'll go ahead and we'll kind of slice it in this direction. Some people like to pull the ends off and dip like a bread boat, you know, but I recommend slicing it after it's sat for a couple of minutes. The oldest way to cook is fire, and I was just trying to honor the tradition. And then I realized, you know, in DC my fire's small, but if I made it bigger, then I could share it with other people.
Afro-Mexican food, if it would be the first time that you would try it, definitely a pozole. So pozole is a soup. It is made from nixtamal. From where we're from in Guerrero, it's most traditional to eat it made out of pork. What drew me into cooking, it was not even an idea of my own. We knew that my parents did food for a living. At the age of 12, that's when we all started jumping into the food world, helping out at home with the tamale making and at the food truck. You always want to work on the upper left corner of your leaf to give yourself this extra leaf space to be able to wrap your tamal. You go ahead and spread your masa, you put your filling in there. You just want where the leaf finishes facing you, and that's when you go ahead and fold it and push in. We have tried to collaborate with other people, and they always tell us, oh, you have to elevate your dishes. But right here with Maydan, they let us serve our food how it's supposed to be served, how it's supposed to be made. Nothing has been changed. The recipe that my mother has taught us has been what we brought to here. And it makes us proud to say that people come back and they're like, they try their first spoonful of it and they're like, oh my God, it took me back. Oh my God, it tastes exactly like what my grandmother used to make.
I'm the chef here in Lugia. Lugia means in Zapotec, the market, in Spanish, the mercado, la plaza. The Zapotec here in LA, we brought everything from Oaxaca, okay? We brought the food, we brought the music, we brought the language, we brought the tradition, and all of things else. I can make hamburgers, I can make meat dishes, but I say it's not mine. Our thing is masa, frijoles, tomatoes, chilies, garlic, and we think it are the things we have in Oaxaca. That's why I decide to cook for communities. That's why we decided to start with the pop-up to take the catering, take our food in different parts of the city. The first thing is the corn tortilla, the very thin, crispy tortilla. We use lard, black beans, quesillo from Oaxaca, cabbage, and then you decide what kind of meat you want. Many people don't eat pork, okay? That's it, no worries. We have mushroom instead meat. That's why we make one by one. When we got the order, we make the tlayudas. I hear them talking I said, I never had mole in my life. This is the first time eating mole with turkey. This is the first time eating lamb barbacoa like this. That gave me more energy to keep cooking.
The essence of the market is really a sharing of resources, and that's to protect small businesses in cities like LA and DC where the cost of doing business is becoming intolerable. So this is my attempt to, an experiment in sharing fire, sharing resources, everyone throwing into the same pot in the hopes that we can exist.
Thank you for watching our YouTube channel. For more stories in your communities, click the subscribe button right here. You can also download our app or watch us on TV for the latest information, balanced coverage, weather updates every 10 minutes, and more. We'll see you then.